Last 1 minute, my dear masters. Last 1 minute. Be with your breath. Last 1 minute. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Please slowly take your hands and pull down your eyes, masters. Whenever you're ready, slowly open your eyes and look at your palms. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. At this time, anyone would like to share experience or any questions, please go ahead. Thank you, masters. Apologies. We had a in-person session today for teachers, so it got a little delayed. So I just came back. So that's why we had to do meditation earlier, and then we're doing the wisdom now. It is truly a great opportunity. So thank you very much for taking time to join. Today, we are going to talk about the wisdom on truth. The wisdom of truth is the most important wisdom that is out there, the most powerful thing, and nothing else can come closer to that. And one of the aspects that why I am not able to be in the truth, even though the scriptures are talking about that you are the truth, you are the embodiment of the truth and all that, it's because of lack of the knowledge or the lack of deeper understanding as to what it means and how it is connected to me. That is what we're going to talk today, and it is going to be a very interesting session. We may have a follow-up session as well on some of these topics. And like last couple of weeks, we have been talking about truth as an absolute way of looking at it, not the relative way, the absolute way of looking at it. And why is that I am not able to connect to my own truth? Even though scriptures have said it, masters have said it, even though the the great grandmasters who have actually been in that state have said it repeatedly, that this is the only way you can attain salvation, realization, liberation, whatever you call enlightenment, etc. Now, let us understand why the truth that the scriptures talk about, or all the masters talk about, when they are saying that the truth that you are looking for is within you, and what you are looking for is what you are. So hence, the idea of you looking out for something, either it is such a stupidity, or when you look out with sincerity, you might become that what you are looking for, right? That is ultimate realization. When I bring that into perspective, what is that is not allowing me to look to that what I am? Let us talk about that, right? That aspect of what we are. And we talked about mind as one of the key aspect. It is because of my mind I'm not able to get to the reality. It is because of my mind I don't understand what is good, what is bad. It is, enemy are not outside, the enemies are inside, all that we spoke about. But if I really sum it up, and then we start to look at this mind, what is that is causing me to get stuck? Why is that I am not able to be the one that I am? Anyone would like to take a call on it? Anyone would like to answer it? Why is that? This is a tricky one, but I think if you look at it, you will be able to quickly connect to it. Why is that when everybody is saying that I am, you are the one, what you're looking for is what you are, then why is that I'm not able to experience it? Anyone? Okay, you want to be passive today? All right. So the reason why you don't want or you are not able to associate to the real true nature of who you are is because of ego. Mind has four variations, right? Antakaranam has got mano, buddhi, ahankara, chittam. That ahankaraha, aham kartaha, ahankaraha. I am the one doing. I am the one seeing. I am the one saying. I am the one playing. I am the one getting. Whatever that I am, whatever I am trying to associate with, that is our ego. It is because of this ego, I am not able to be in my natural state, in my state of reality, the state of truth. So the question is, what am I trying to do to get out of this ego? There are like multiple schools of thoughts, right? One school of thought is, hey, you have to let go of your ego. The other school of thought talks about, hey, you have to balance your ego. And somewhere it talks about where, hey, you need to make sure that you are controlling your ego. What is the right way to look at it? What is actually the right path? How do I get to my truth? Right? Is ego such a bad thing that it is because of that ego, if I am not able to get to the reality, can I drop it just like that? Can I get it out of my system? What does it take for me to get it out of my system? So this is the $1,000,000 question that each of us will have to ask on our own, in our own journey. Please remember that unless you ask this question for yourself, there is no upliftment or growth in spirituality for us. Because no matter which path you take, which path, I mean, is whether it is bhakti, karma, gnana, dhyana, whatever path you want to go, ultimately it will come and end at this point: ego. Because without ego, you are God. Sai Baba talks about it, right? Man minus ego is God. So if I can take out this ego, or I do not have any type of fluctuations in my ego, then I am God realized. How do I get rid of this ego? It is not easy. That is where the practice comes in play. Without the practice, without the sadhana, it is impossible. It is not possible. Right? If I say that I'm not doing any sadhana, I wanted to get rid of ego, it is not going to go anywhere. You may subside the ego. There are moments in your life where you felt extremely joyful or extreme ecstasy when you are doing certain things, at which point you feel like you don't have an ego. Or when you're consciously aware in certain situations, you also feel that your ego is totally subsided. But that is all false reality. Those states, those moments, those times that you are there, those are all temporary. 1 hour later, your ego will start to shape up. So how do I bring structure to my own ego? That way, I realize who I am. And what do I do to make that happen? That is the topic here, right? I have to have very solid fundamental and foundational understanding of why my ego is playing this whole trick to me. And number two, how do I get rid of it? Get rid in the sense, I am not eradicating it, I am keeping it, but yet I am God realized, right? It is totally in my control. So if you really start to look at this practice, without some kind of practice, whether you want to surrender your ego to God, that is bhakti, or you wanted to work on your ego and then put that in your heart, put that in your uh, source of your mind, and then take the mind back into the heart, that is gnana marga. No, I want to align my mind to my breath, and then through breath I dissolve everything what is there. That's dhyana marga. No, I want to surrender it to my work, what I do, the seva, karma marga, right? But wherever you start to look at it, this ego is the one that is playing the trick. So the question is, how do I get rid of it? With the practice, with a continuous sadhana, it is possible to take out the ego. Continuous sadhana, number one. Number two, if I take out my ego, what is going to happen? You will quickly realize that you are what you are looking for. If I am in the Bhakti Marga, I am looking for God, you will quickly realize that what you are looking for is nothing but what you are. The one you are looking for is what you are. If it is Gnana Marga, then you will get the realization, the absolute realization of truth in the form of knowledge that you are the one. So if I start to sum this up in a way in my own practice, what do I need to do? So when I am sitting in meditation, what am I trying to do? Who is the one that is experiencing? Hey, I had astral travel. I had this experience. I had that experience. I went there. I did that. I got this. I solved my problems. I got good intentions resolved. I have my illnesses fixed. What is all this drama? This drama is all nothing but ego plus the mind. As long as you have ego, you have something that you want for your personal side of it. I am an infinite being, but I am limited being. Why am I limited? Because I have my ego. I am the supreme being, but I don't have that. I think that I am a limited being. Why is that? Because of ego. Ego boxes you into this body-mind situation. Without that ego, you are infinite. You are unlimited. You are supreme. That is the practice what we are doing. So with meditation, when I'm sitting for meditation, what is that you are trying to get out? You are trying to get out of your ego, because every one of us at will have to understand and digest this naked truth. Mind is my enemy. My mind is my number one enemy. How many of us will accept it? How many of us will even acknowledge the fact that my mind is the enemy for me? Right? So what happens is, when you start to identify yourself with the mind and you use your mind for your own gains, your ego starts to develop. It is like you going and, on a pot of fire, you are putting some petrol, gasoline, right? What happens? The fire goes up, 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 up. Similarly, as and when you satisfy your ego, by putting your things in line. Hey, I had to go do this. I did this. Yes, I am developing my ego. Knowingly or unknowingly, by satisfying our desires, the wants, the intentions, we are increasing the power of ego, increasing the power of mind in general, because of which I lost my identity. There is no way I can bring it back. We have gone so far in our journey, leaving mind, leaving everything with the ego, that if I even turn back, it is going to take so much time to come back to the source as to where I started. And hence, I cannot touch upon this meditation. I cannot go deeper in meditation. I don't sit for more than an hour. Whatever may be the reason why it's not working, it is because of those two things. So if I try to compromise my ego, if somebody is hitting you, it is not about like, if somebody comes and hits you and then you say that, okay, hit me back, right? We're not talking about that. We're talking about the one that is blocking your state of truth, right? When your ego is balanced, it will allow you to be in that state of being. What does the state of being means? In that absolute reality, where everything is coming together, everything is flowing in its natural state. Absolutely no obligation whatsoever. But I lost that touch. What I am thinking in my mind is all the time, I am the one doing, I am the one going through. Why me? Why that? Why is that I have to suffer? Why is that my family is going through this? Why is everyone going through this? Why is this world so miserable? Why is that I only see sorrow? Why is that I see only negativity? All these things are coming out like bubbles because of ego. And even if we understand that, hey, by doing meditation or deeper state of meditation, I'm able to bring my ego in balance, I still do not do it, because I think that that's waste of time. I would rather do a puja or some kind of ritualistic activity where I'm getting some limited peace, and I'm able to bring my senses in line. And I think that is enough. If you don't even know what to do, and even if you know what to do, if you don't want to solve the problem, right? You know the problem now, and you don't want to solve the problem. You want to keep repeating it, but yet you don't want to face the consequences. Where is the truth in it? So it is absolutely essential for us to understand that each of us have to accept the fact that it is because of my own ego, I am not able to get to my own reality. Number one, the truth. Number two, what should I practice? Do I do puja? Do I do stotra, sloka, japa? What do I do? Yagna, yaga? What is that I need to do to bring my mind in line? Bhagavan says, annihilate your mind. No second thoughts. Annihilate your mind. How do I annihilate my mind? Without my mind, I cannot survive. That's my way of living. So is scriptures wrong? Is masters wrong? Or am I wrong? So when you start to ask some of these questions, you will start to quickly realize that the thing that is posing these questions is the one that is problem. Because in that silence, in the deeper silence, there are no questions. You are what you are looking for. But when the bubble comes, if you go into the deeper part of the ocean, there is absolutely no noise or no vibrations, nothing. It is very calm. It is very silent, very calm. But as you come to the surface of it, you see waves coming one after another, one after another, one after another. Who is the one facing it? It is my ego. Everything happening in my life, one problem after other, one situation after other, one incident, one event after other, these are all the waves coming my way, and my ego is chasing all of them. The moment my ego starts to face them, and my moment the ego starts to observe them, it starts to grow. My ego will start to grow. The moment I solve a problem, my ego goes up, saying that, hey, I am the one who did it. Respect me. So the practice is what you have chosen versus the understanding that you have on the ego. Two different things. And when you are looking at the practice, you have to exactly get hold of a practice that will help annihilate your mind with ego. I need to annihilate my mind. First of all, I need to accept the fact that my mind is my first enemy. Let us see an example, right? Why is my mind my enemy, right? You have gone out with your family, you are sitting somewhere, suddenly someone got a thought that, hey, let's go eat outside, right? And then your family started saying that, okay, we'll go Italian, we'll go Mexican, we'll go Indian, we'll go Chinese. I mean, whatever may be the ethnic options that are available here, you're pounding it. Now, let's take this example and understand where is this idea of going out came from. Did it came from outside or inside? One of the family member had this inside thought. It started with inside. So what has started? The intention got started. Where is that intention residing? The intention is coming from the I factor of ego, which is in the mind. So what is the source of all suffering or all thinking or all doing? It is in my mind. So what is the world then? Then the moment I realized that, okay, we all agreed that we want to go to a restaurant, we picked, maybe Indian restaurant, and we said, okay, let's go. What happened? Immediately after my mind started to take that thinking, I created a feeling. The moment we said Indian, my mind went into the deeper states and brought the memory of Indian restaurant, the type of food, the type of buffet setup, the tables, the kind of ethnic, design or structures, wherever you go, the place wise, the whole 9 yards got printed in your mind. And the moment you got connected to that positive memory, because last time you enjoyed it, it's going to start to say that, yes, I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And then what happened? Your action of the outwardly going there started from that. So where is this started? It started in your mind. Where is this ended? Outside. So for everything, right, it is the mind. That's the source. Outside is only a reflection of your mind, shadow of your mind. So if I am able to bring control or balance or quiet or do whatever you need to do to your mind, you will be able to control your life or bring sanity to your life or bring structure or balance or whatever you are looking for. So if I understand this fundamental truth, this is called naked truth. If I don't understand this fundamental truth, I am chasing this outside. I'm looking for answers outside. You will not get any answers outside. All answers are inside, because the questions where you are asking is exactly where the answers are also there. I just don't have the patience. So what am I doing right now is I am trying to get solutions to my problems by talking to someone, by hearing someone say something, or reading a book, or doing something, or doing a ritualistic activity, or going and looking at astrology, palmistry, whatever, numerology, whatever those things are available out there. I am actually exploring every avenue trying to figure out how do I solve my problem. But in fact, the only place your solution to that problem is within you. And I don't know about it, nor I am not inclined to go about it, or I don't believe that's where the answer is. So it is absolutely essential we start to bring that focus, attention to our own inward. The moment we go inward, we will quickly start to realize that what you are looking for is nowhere else. It is right here, inside me, of me. So the more and more you start to look at it, the more and more you start to accept this fact, what happens? Meditation becomes a natural way of living. Please understand, today you may be starting your meditation with an intention. But slowly, as you start to progress and go deeper, the meditation will become a natural phenomena. Hey, I'm sitting in meditation for 2 hours. It's so blissful. It's so aesthetic. It's like wonderful to be in that state of energies. I'm like so calm. My mind is so there. Body is relaxed and all that. But then 2 hours later, you are again agitated. Your mind is out of control. Your body is totally, running around. Why is that? Simple answer is meditation. I have not come back to my natural state yet. Because when I am sitting in meditation, I am controlling my mind. I am making my mind sleep, not annihilate. I'm making my mind sleep. When you make your mind sleep, what happens? At some point, it's going to wake up. So when I'm coming back to the waking state, it is waking up and it's creating the havoc. When I go into the meditation, I feel relaxed. I feel calm. I come out of the meditation, drama continues. This saga will go on forever and ever and ever until the point you start to realize that, yes, it is the inside drama that I need to put a full stop, not outside. And you make meditation as a natural way of living. What does it mean? Bring your ego down or balance your ego to a point where it does not affect your day-to-days. Paramahamsa Yogananda says, right? Ego means edging God out. You have no divine qualities, or you have left out all those positive things within you, and you are struck with the lower vibrations. That is ego. Ego will not let you do anything other than what your mind wants it to be done. That's it, period. So all sins are because of ego, and all sins are because of attachments. Why am I attached to my life? Because of my ego. Why am I attached to my relationships? Why is attachment a sin? Because it is because of that attachment, I am going above and beyond and doing things for my family. I say I'm protecting my family. Even my kid has done something wrong. My ego says, you protect your kid. So what I'm doing, I am also joining the wagon and saying that, yes, what my kid did is right. Even though you know in your heart that what the kid did is wrong, instead of putting it out there, you try to protect it. And hence, attachment is a sin. Where does that start? It starts with ego. So without ego, no matter what you do, you will never be able to succeed, because it will bring you back into your original state, not the natural state, the original state where you started. It will make you suffer, 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 suffer. The more and more sins you do because of your attachments. I am attached to my office. My office is asking me to do wrong things. I don't want to lose my job. What do I do? I will live the righteous living. I'll go do whatever is needed. What happens with that? You create a lot of sin. With sin comes suffering. Suffering and sin are together. They are twin sisters. So, when I start to understand this deeper essence of what my life is all about, why my life is not in my control, we will quickly realize that it is my ego that is playing the drama here. And the moment you understand this in all angles, and then start to look at it deeper inside, then what happens? Your ego will start to subside. The more you look at your ego, the more you say that, okay, you want me to go there, you want me to do this. Why are you asking me to do this? What is there today that I need to go to Indian restaurant? In the previous example, what have we done today that we have to go to Indian restaurants? Just for fun? Okay, just for fun we can go, but why? The moment you ask the question, your ego will start to come back to its natural state, saying that, yeah, maybe we have got too many things going on. I know this may be a distraction. This will probably take a couple of hours to go and come back, and we get tired, and we probably take a nap. It's just gonna ruin my day. Why eat heavy when we can eat light and then start practicing, meditation? So the the moment you start to question it, the moment you start to look and inquire within, you will quickly realize that the ego that is ready to go and do things that are outside your nature are no longer relevant for you. What do I need? I need to be aware. I need to have patience. And hence, meditation is a very, very important attribute. Because without meditation, I will not have the patience nor the awareness to be able to look at my ego and say that you are doing wrong things. I have to question why you are asking me to do what I am doing. For me to do that, I got to have right energies. So when you start to bring this whole puzzle together, we will understand very, 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 very easily that if I do meditation, I will have energies. With the energies, I will have my ego in line. When my ego is in line, I will do the right things. You will always do the right things. There is no left thing or right. I'm not talking about left or right. I'm talking about the righteous living. You will always be in the path of absolute, the path of relative to absolute. Not just relative to absolute path. When you are in the absolute path, you cannot be part of any sinful activities. The fact that you have come into that itself will dissolve everything for you. Because what I am missing right now is everything, whatever I am doing, everything, whatever I'm aspiring, from morning till night, I'm never looking inside. I'm only looking outside. I talk to people, I talk to family members, I talk to my relatives, I talk to my colleagues, I talk to my friends, I talk to my neighbors. It is all the outside drama. Where is the opportunity for you to go inside and ask these fundamental questions? That is meditation. That's why meditation is the time for your own self. It has two meanings. Your own self is the self that is omnipresent, or it is with your own self means with your personality. To understand what you are capable of, what you are not capable of, what is going on with you. To have the deeper meaning of how you bring the whole thing together. So the more and more I take this choice and I look at it, it is no brainer that I got to go deep in within myself for me to bring my life in line. If I don't go inside, how do I know what is the right thing to do? How do I know what is the big picture? How do I know what I am doing now is not gonna, bite me tomorrow? So, as much as we embrace the fact that I'm gonna find solutions to every problem outside through books, through through activities, or through talking to people, or my own way of looking at things, or with my mind, my past thing, whatever it is, you are not gonna get anything unless you go inside. Patience is the virtue of brave. You have to be absolutely patient when you go inside, because sometimes it may trick you, because your mind works in mysterious ways. So it does its play. So if I start to look within myself and start to quickly realize that it is my mind and the ego that is playing this drama for me, then and then only you will start to accept meditation as a way of living. For those who are meditating daily, you are in that path. If not today, tomorrow, you will realize the truth. But for those who are doing meditation for sake of doing meditation, just I am there, I am not there. I'll do it, I don't do it. I don't have my priority. Now, if I start to puzzle this whole thing together, what else is the most priority thing in your life than bringing your life in line? What else is priority for you? Your kids are priority. Your job is priority. Your food is priority. What is priority? Your shelter is priority. What else is priority? You bringing your own life in line where you don't have suffering, you are happy, you are peaceful, you're enjoying life as it stands. What else is more priority than that? And why is this a rocket science for me to understand? It is because I never gave that thought to go inside. It's never in my deeper sense. It is only on the surface that I ask the question, and my waves of thoughts flush it away all the time. I ask the question, I don't sit in meditation. I ask the question when I'm doing work, distracted mind. I ask the question when I'm in real trouble. My mind is not in place. I ask the question when I'm in struggling with my life. Your mind is totally wacko. At those moments, you're not going to get an answer. Your mind has to be quiet. Your mind has to be balanced. Then only you will get some of these answers. So today's topic is a very important topic as to how you bring your truth within you. So if I understand this fundamental thing, I don't need to go out for anything. I don't need to go out for anything. Everything starts with me, inside me, my mind. My mind is my enemy. My mind is my friend. I will annihilate my mind. What do I do to practice to annihilate my mind is the question that every one of us should ask. But we don't ask the question. So the more and more we start to discuss, the more and more we start to inquire, and the more and more you spend time on this, you will start to quickly realize that your mind the stronger mind is becoming weaker. Because when you ask questions that your mind cannot comprehend, it will give you a way. It will let you go to your heart. Because mind knows that only in the heart, every problem is solved. Every question, there is an answer. So the more you ask these questions to your mind, the faster your realization in life. So I don't go anywhere. I don't run away. I live my life with happiness, with contented goals, with success as the mantra, with a righteous living. All those things that are needed, you will automatically get it because you're in the path of absolute truth. Because you're no longer in the business of convincing someone. You're no longer in the business of pleasing someone. You're no longer in the business of conflicting or arguing or altercating with others. You have gone beyond that state now because you understand that by doing so, I'm only increasing my ego aspect of my mind. So it is not helping the cause. It is fueling the cause. So this knowledge is essential for me to say that, okay, only through meditation I'm able to go get there. No, there are other ways of doing it though. You can inquire. Without doing meditation, every thought that I get it, I start to inquire. And that is what Bhagavan's method, right? Inquiry. Inquire your mind. There are other ways, Vedantic way of doing it, where you are that what you are looking for. No matter which path you choose, it has to be one of these. Only then you will start to know who you are, why you are here, what is your purpose. Any other method you use, you are only struck. I'll say one thing though, right? God never said, go look for things, right? Mahatma Gandhi says, every action, every deed, every feeling, every emotion, every action that you do should be for God realization and God realization alone. God never said, do this, do that, and all. God said, put everything of you and give it to me. I'll take care of you. So, if my mind is crooked, if my mind is fickle, if my mind is broken, if my mind is struck with negativity, it will not allow me to realize my true sense. So, what am I doing through this practice? What am I doing through this sadhana of meditation? I am getting out all of that doshas out of my mind and becoming more and more and more and more pure. The more pure you become, the greater your truth experience is going to be. Like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, take your ego and surrender it to the God. Then you have no ego. Then you are relieved. Can I do that? Absolutely, you can. If you can stand to the test. Because that means no matter what is happening in your life, you are no longer in charge. God, everything that is happening, even if you get food, you don't get food, you eat, you don't get eat, you drink water, you don't drink water, everything you put it on God. Surrender to the God. You gave your ego, your mind to the God. At that point, God is in charge, not you. If you are able to, this is called nirhetuka bhakti. Nirhetuka bhakti. Then you will get enlightened. Very short order, you will get enlightened. So, as we start to understand this fundamental aspect of truth, we have to also embrace it. we also have to bring that into our life through the practice. Only through that practice of truth, you will start to realize the peace. The outcome of meditation is peace. Why is that? Because it is hitting the mind. The monkey mind is no longer a monkey. The qualities of monkey are gone. It is listening to you. It is talking to you. It is helping you. Why? Because you have used the force of universe, the supreme force. And with that power, you are able to bring your mind in your line, in your control. So, my dear masters, it is absolutely essential that we start to accept this fundamental understanding and then bring meditation into our lives and understand why I need to meditate. If I am not meditating, what is happening? You will not get to truth at all. Truth is a far, far reach for those who do not meditate. So the more I start to realize this fact, whether I do through Vedantic language or through Bhagavad Gita or through any of those scriptures out there, or with masters, sitting with living masters and getting that knowledge, or through books, whatever the enlightened books that I'm reading, or whatever may be that source that's helping you to get into that state, that is the ultimate reality. Nothing else is important. Your whole purpose is struck on that. The reason I'm coming, I'm going, I'm coming, I'm going, born, death, death, born, all this drama is happening because my mind is thinking that I am the one coming, I am the one going. It does not allow me to be the one that I am omnipresent. I am everywhere else. I don't have a birth, I don't have a death. I am the witness to everything, whatever is happening, because my mind is not allowing me to go there. All right. Any questions? Today's topic is a little deeper topic. You have to sit and analyze yourself to understand this. Otherwise, you will miss the subtle and inner meaning of it.
I have a question here.
Yes, please.
Ego, meaning you said like it's ahamkara. Um, is it not something ego is like from the outside which we are being rude to others, or how does it hindering the meditation here?
It is right. I mean, whatever you are saying, you are also carrying that. See, you are showing an anger to the other person. Without you being getting that angry, you cannot show it outside, right? The impact is also within you. And that impact will have a effect on your meditation, because it's going to take longer time to calm your mind, to balance your mind. So anything that is happening external has an effect internal. Anything that has a start of internal will have an impact on external.
Okay.
Okay. So never look at things outside. If you are getting in anger, you got to start to look at inside to say that why am I angry? What is making me feel anger? Who is the one that's getting anger? It's my ego, right? Why is my ego getting that anger? Because I don't like something that I'm seeing outside. Why is that I don't see outside thing? I don't like it because I'm expecting something. Why is that I'm setting my expectations? Because I'm attached to it. Why is that attachment came to me? Right? If you ask questions like that, your mind will slowly back down. Your ego will subsume. And you will immediately start to realize that anger is no longer there. It's gone.
Okay.
Because we don't question it, we tend to express it. right? Without expression, if you start to question it, it will vanish.
Okay.
I want to ask another question, sir.
Yes, please.
So when we start doing the meditation,
Hmm.
like after a couple of hours, sometime our, we get the symptom like body is getting tired. Is that a lack of practice, or that can be overcome through, you know, like a meditation, or you can suggest something?
See, there are different ways to look at it, right? One way of tiredness is because I'm sitting, I'm not used to sitting, and my body is aching. I feel like I got to go sleep, right? That is one type of it, right? The other type of it is where your body is accumulating a lot of energies and your body is going through ascension process where it is really making you, inside process, right? Inside activity. At which point you will start to see the cells are getting, energies, and they're expanding, and through that you will start to feel little lethargic or little bit of, fatigue, or some of those things. That is a common factor. And there is other one where you are actually forcing yourself to sit in a particular pose that you have not practiced yet or you're not mastered yet, and you are like, you're holding it in your mind saying that I got to sit like this, that's it, that's the only way I can get this, right? So it depends upon how, where you are looking at it. All three are a concern. All three are a concern, right? That is why the gradual progression needs to be there. And the second one, which I was talking about, when you are accumulating energies, it is natural for the body to be a little weak, right? Because you are taking a lot of energies, lot of processing is happening within you. Multiple areas of your body is getting healing, right? In that case, what happens? You are not actually weak, but you feel like you are drained. Okay.
Can I ask you one more question, sir?
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah. So after the meditation, sometime, like, I'm like not sleepy at all. I get like hot so much. I don't want to go to sleep at that point after the meditation. Like
Is
I'm like full of heat inside.
Mhm. It is a very natural, sir. It's not just for you, it's for most of the meditators. That is the case. The reason is, when you are doing meditation, you are accumulating energies. When you are, it's like hyperventilating, right? When you are accumulating a lot of energies, your system is very active. When your system is active, you cannot rest it, right? It is like your engine is running at 90 miles per hour and you want to go to zero. No, it is a gradual process. So what happens is, naturally, when you're sitting in meditation, you have accumulated enough energies. The energy is processing something within your system. Your system is very, very heavy. And at that time, you say that I want to shut it down, right? It's saying that no, I'm not ready. Wait for the process to happen. So the best way to do it is bring some relaxation energies, or calm yourself, to tell yourself that, okay, I'm done with meditation. Please complete the process, and then so that I can get ready to sleep, or maybe just walk around a little bit until the process is over, and then you'll be able to get better sleep. It
Thank
is
you,
not.
sir.
It is like, every most of the masters will go through this experience.
So wonderful to have masters telling you all this, because otherwise you'll be so confused what's going on. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Good questions. Any other questions, masters? So in summary, look at your ego, look at your mind. Your mind is your enemy. Remember this, write it down. You have to work inside, not outside. You have to annihilate your mind, not sleep. Sleeping mind will wake up. Annihilating the mind is eradicating the mind altogether. Then you realize that mind is no longer there, or mind is not there at all. It's the heart or the soul that is acting like mind. And an ultimate thing is to balance your ego. Make sure that you are not adding fuel to your fire, ego fire. You're always balancing it. Do things that will help you to balance your ego, not agitate it, not aggravate it. Find avenues, what helps best. Meditation, reading a book, sitting with masters, doing satsang, going somewhere and sitting with the acharya sangatya, right? Living masters. Whatever helps you to make sure your ego is balanced, please do that. Find that out. You will easily know when you go inside. All right. So with that, it's about 10:30, 10:40. So we're gonna close the session. Any last minute questions? All right. So tomorrow we are meeting at Dinesh sir and Surabhi madam's house, in-person session. Anyone who is in Virginia, please do join us. We are also doing Paurnami meditation there. It is a great opportunity to have 3 times more powerful energies through group and 3 times more and more powerful with Paurnami or full moon energies. So it's 6 times more powerful. So let us take the opportunity and do more meditation there and get aligned with our cosmic cause. So looking forward to seeing you all there. All right. If no
Thank
questions
you, sir.
tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye-bye. Good morning, India.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all.